The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 10, Nasdaq's up 41, S&Ps are off 3, gold contract down $4.80, trading at $17.31 an ounce. We had silver up 7 cents, $17.72 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 56 cents, $37.82 a barrel. We'll get those numbers out here this morning at 10:30. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year up 3 ticks right now, 138.17. The 30-year up 10 ticks at 176 flat. King Dollar's up 286 ticks, trading 97.245. The euro is out here at 112. The yen is at 107.27. The British pound is at 125 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
We got enough moving parts out there with the S&P, the crude, gold, everything with some action.
And, well, you know, it's a flat market, man. What's going on with a flat market? What's wrong with this market, man?
That's right, man. Yesterday, we almost had 100 points intraday in the S&P, so we'll see what happens today.
You got to love it. And we talk about volatile markets, folks, and we talk about defined risk every trading day right here. Kevin Hinks and his team, TD Ameritrade, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Outstanding program. If you haven't test-driven yet, the Thinkorswim platform, folks, real easy to do. You're sitting on our site, hit the banner, bring it up to allow you to trade with paper money each and every day. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Yeah, this market doesn't look very willing to go much further right now without some new data or some new inertia to get it going. I actually thought the data that we got out this morning, mortgage apps were another good week in mortgage apps. The housing starts was kind of mixed. The starts were a little bit of a miss, but the permits were up 14%. So a nice, incremental growth in permits.
There's no doubt.
Digging into those numbers is really interesting, guys.
And what's intriguing, Kevin, is that they're all hard assets. Like, I'm trying to figure out right now, say, okay, we know there's huge amounts of money that's going into the economy. And when I say huge amounts, folks, it's money that none of us would ever have, okay? You can start from the stimulus, whether it's $1,200. You can start with the PPP. If you have a business, you get the PPP, then you get the SBA on top of that. We read the stories about these larger companies getting $200 million, $400 million. That money's going in the marketplace, man. It's going somewhere. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay. Hey, let me ask you, Kevin. I was listening to your show yesterday, right? And you were doing a spread. So you were doing a vertical, I believe. You were doing a long vertical, then you were doing a short vertical, right, to finance the long vertical, right?
Exactly. Well, what we did yesterday, we wanted to make a long-term bet, right?
Yes.
Something longer term. But so what we did was we went out all the way past Labor Day is what I talk about a lot.
This is crucial,
folks.
Don't
trade summer.
Yep.
Trade after Labor Day when more eyes will be on the market, more focus. Those options will hold value and be less under pressure if volatility were to go down.
Right.
But then what we do, we take that long debit spread that you have to pay for.
Yes. Right.
You have to outlay capital, and we go short term, and we finance it by selling put verticals in the short term. And so that means basically we're long premium further out, which decays at a slower rate.
Right.
We're short premium closer to expiration, which decays at a faster rate, thus producing positive decay each day.
Yeah.
So if nothing happens, right? If nothing happens between now and the next expiration, probably 9 days out, that put vertical would go to zero.
Right.
And then you do it again.
Right.
And you do it again. And you basically slowly chip away at the net debit that you paid for that spread. And when you do that, when you chip away at the net debit, you lower the net debit and you also lower the break even on that spread. You keep lowering it and chipping away at it, and that's the way we use options at their most powerful usefulness.
Right. And folks, every trading day, I mean, that setup, Kevin does them every day, but if you want to understand the option market, please listen, okay? Because the bottom line is that you've been setting up, and you and your team, Kevin, some great things. When I was listening to it yesterday, I just caught it. And then I ended the program, which is so great, is that, okay, we're going to go to sleep, we're going to wake up, and decay is already starting, right? Decay is on a continual basis, man, right? Yeah.
And decay is the Greek that never takes a day off.
I know,
Even
man.
on weekends, it's still options, still decay.
Yeah. Pretty amazing. There's no doubt. I think somehow, Kevin, we're gonna, we know this phenomenon is happening out here with the Robinhood traders, right?
Sure.
The sad part about that, and I remember, when Thinkorswim first started, and then of course TD Ameritrade took them over. They were always into education. The problem that I see out here on a continual basis. These folks, listen, when we all started, if you make money when you first start, it's probably the worst thing that could ever happen, right? Yeah, right? But it's quite a phenomenon, man, that, the cool thing is, I think, that we have a whole new generation in the marketplace now, because it's like Hotel California. We know once you get in, you can't get out, right? You got to learn.
I have a message for all the people that may be listening to this program that are on Robinhood.
Yes.
Number one, educate yourselves on how to trade the market. And number two, don't mistake brains for a bull market. It's a big mistake that traders make a lot.
Yeah, we all do. We're all geniuses in a bull market, right? There's no doubt.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's so true, man. Pretty amazing. So what's intriguing here, of course, we're coming up to July 4th, and even when you're setting up that trade yesterday, and this is really important to understand, folks, okay? If you're in that option market, the bottom line is that we're in summer. We're almost at July 4th. So,
it's wild.
Right.
Yeah, you have to get
and the
out.
good news here's the gift, Tom, that this trading season has given everyone. You've currently got a VIX at 34.
Yeah.
Coming up to July 4th weekend. That's unheard of in the summer.
Right.
And because of the implied volatility, more premium in the options, more decay on a daily basis if you're a net seller.
Yep. Pretty amazing. And in fact, because in the trade you're setting up, you still have defined risk, right? That's the key.
Yeah.
Period. You know what you're going to.
Defined risk.
Yeah, which is huge. Yesterday alone, you can see we went down 93 S&P points.
Yeah.
We flew back up another 60, right, and then come down maybe 20 or something.
Incredible.
Really? Yeah.
That was a great day for traders that like to keep moving as the market moves. Incredible.
Yeah. No doubt. And what we do have, I know even in our trading room, inside the S&Ps, you're talking about a penny wide, folks, when you're trading the S&Ps. And in the options, it's only 5 pennies. It's like, imagine, What blows my mind, Kevin, is that you can put on a trade that's $305 for a 5 penny spread. It's like...
Yep. That's the definition of liquidity.
Yeah.
It's the ability to get in a trade and out of a trade with as little slippage as possible. That's how I define liquidity.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Well, listen, man, you have a great day, safe day. We look forward to the program in 45 minutes, Kevin.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Stay right
Kevin.
there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's down 26, Nasdaq's up 37, S&Ps are up 5.5. We're going to get those oil numbers for you, folks.
That's right.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 39, Nasdaq's up 28, S&Ps are off 6. Bottom line, Tom, we got a flat market out here. The S&Ps. What is intriguing, folks, is this. This is what the S&Ps have to watch out for. We have that high volume low from that spike down 93 points yesterday, and it looks like it wants to go there. So we'll see how this shakes out in the next half hour, but if we basically, get down to like 3107, it can make it, so that's a long way down, 3072, man.
These bars, man, when I put the ES contract just even on the daily, right? Yesterday's bar from a low of 3,060 to 96 points above that to 3156. The day before that, you're talking about a low to high of 140 S&P points.
Yes.
They're just mammoth. Yesterday's bar from where you opened, 3,065, to where you closed, it's a 50-point positive bar. But you traded down 93 points at one point during the day, man. It's remarkable.
Right. It certainly is. And, the bottom line is, folks, I know that we're up so tremendously, but even one of the tigresses in the den was saying yesterday it's bear market action. This is bear market action, folks, meaning that you go up so dramatically so fast and then give it up in spades. We'll see if, in fact, that's how this thing's going to shake out.
And from a risk-reward perspective, man, and maybe we'll talk about some crude. I'll pull up some of the numbers because the Florida numbers, I'm not sure if you saw my program this morning, along with, Arizona, our man Larry Pesavento out there. They're pretty stark, man. We're dealing with almost 3,000 cases a day, and the testing rate is not going up. The only thing going up is the positivity rate. We're approaching somewhere around 8% of tests being positive, almost 9 to 10%, depending on how you calculate them. Huge numbers going up in terms of the amount of people testing positive. So, as in bringing it back to the market, right? Risk reward. Is the S&P going to fly above all-time highs with some states dealing with this? Or could you, see some volatility to the downside, even if we're going to be fine in a year or two, right? And the economy can be open. But just like you in St. Pete, I use the example,
we're in the epicenter of St. Pete right now. That's what's going on, folks. This is not cool where we are right now. So picture what happened. we talked about this yesterday, Tom, but in the paper this morning, now I get the full deal about how this works. So what happens, folks, picture this. It's a grid system, right? We're in the third block. We're right downtown. You go all the way 49 blocks, okay? It's all downtown. What had happened over the weekend is that 3 bars had got it. The people got it. They closed down. And I had said, I says, you know what? Another bar had closed down Friday. He says, I bet they got it, and they're not saying anything.
Sure.
Well, sure enough, today in the paper, they don't have to say anything. This is how this works in Florida right now, okay?
Okay.
You can get, your employees can have it. They do not have to disclose it.
Man, oh, man.
Oh, it's a heavy, man. And I can tell you, folks, I go out a lot. I wasn't out last night, man. I mean,
you better not be, man.
It's not even close. I mean, because it's all too packed together. And what has happened in 2 days, though, is that there's way too many people that got it, man. It was like, what is this?
So here's the thing, and it's anecdotal on my part, right? But friends on Snapchat, I happen to screenshot. I'm just going through Snapchat. You're seeing stories, right? Friends, younger than myself, even a little bit. So in the probably 30s crowd.
Yeah.
They were out at the rooftop bar.
The Canopy.
Canopy, yes, thank you.
Right.
Great place, right?
Yeah.
Awesome time in the rooftop. It was packed to the house, and I couldn't see a mask in the place, right? And I screenshotted it, sent it to my friends. I said, "Man, oh man, look at this is pretty intense with the numbers." And 3 hours later, the story came out that everybody had tested positive at those 3 bars. So just keep in mind, that actions kind of are. It's a stark deal, man. So when you have the S&Ps at 3108, right? The all-time highs are 3,400. Businesses around us are shutting down. People are not going out, yourself included. All this stuff is playing in, even if the economy is back open.
When I just look at cash flow, I just look at, okay, so unfortunately, I mean, I want to take care of those businesses, but then there's no cash flow. Yeah, you get something delivered, you got to eat and all that, but it's sad. I mean, it's not
Oh, it is.
Cool
I agree.
At all.
I completely agree.
So,
I know.
Oil. Let's go to oil, Tom.
Okay. Perfect. So why don't you pull up the Whisper if you could?
And I'm going to go in for. I'm going to go. So check this out today. Oh, they got the survey. No, let's see. They didn't have the survey number up. Yeah. See, the survey's number's still not there. The Whisper number is.
That's Cushing. The other one, you're one off. Number 22, I think. Crude.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
There it is.
The Whisper number is a build of 666. Oh, that's the devil's number, man.
Okay, that is. Watch out. Pretty close to even, though, I guess, right? With the price of crude.
The survey number is 130. Okay, so I want to go over this. What are
you looking for? A pullback in prices, a bigger build than the market's looking for? All right.
So
I like it.
What do you
think? I like that
How
wager.
Much? Want to go 1.22? Would that be?
That's 1.2. If you want to back it up, if you want 1.22, you got to go 1.220, right?
Yeah, let's see.
There you go, that digit. 1.22 million.
Okay. So we're looking for a much bigger build, folks, because if we take a look at this, let me just pull this up. The way oil is looking right now, it looks to me that it just can't get any more juice up at this level.
I look at it almost like the S&P, man. Crude going from above 40 and pushing above those limits at this time with everything going on, just like the S&P pushing above 3,100, 3,200. That's a tough sell.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, hey, we'll see where this baby shakes out, man.
Yeah.
And I heard you this morning we were talking about the mortgage. How about those mortgage rates, right?
Ooh, 3.3%, man, not bad.
Yeah, and I can't wait to get Bud on again because did I send you that article about the spreads inside the mortgage business?
I'm not sure. I don't think
so. It wouldn't be the mortgage brokers that they're busy, but they wouldn't be getting the spreads. It's the big companies that are getting the spreads. No wonder why Gilbert is basically getting an IPO on Quicken. Because the spreads, folks, are the biggest they've been in like 13 years, meaning that because the demand is so high that the mortgage market, they don't have to go down any further for all of us to say, okay, I want.
It makes sense, right? We heard it when you talked to Bud the first time, saying they've dropped, but you haven't seen the rates drop.
No.
Like the 10-year yield has dropped,
Sure.
right? But the 30-year mortgage rate didn't catch up like it normally did.
And it won't because there's so much demand.
Right.
Yeah.
And Quicken has access to sell that into the market when you're financing people at 3% and the real interest rate in a 10-year mortgage is 0.6%. Doesn't take a genius to figure out
what the article said. This is what the article said, folks. The article was saying that the spread that these big companies are making is 3%. 3. That's almost unheard of, man. Well,
that is unheard of. And then I was just going to say, add into the fact that the number of growth they're getting. I mean, I think the number that they're going to do on a quarterly basis is $73 billion in mortgages, Quicken Loans alone. $73 billion. That's the quarter that they're in right now. April, May, and June. Bananas.
Big number. It's a big number.
It is. And they're going to charge you a big number when they go IPO, so be careful of that one.
Yeah. They gotta love it. Dow Industrials right now off 100. You get the Nasdaq up 9. S&Ps are up 14. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 146, Nasdaq up 1, S&P's down 19. Hey, Tom, we might have won here.
Get ready for your trophy, man. How could you not? 1.22 million to the digit.
That's pretty cool, man. Let's see.
Nice work. High five over Skype, man.
Oh, man.
That's pretty, I was grinning ear to ear. 1.22. Thank goodness you went back and you deleted that decimal point. You got to get it right, man.
Thank God you can keep me with numbers.
1.22,
See
not 1.2.
That's that good education you had.
There we go. Perfect.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
It is, man.
Okay,
Good
so
stuff.
let's see what else they have to say here. This is too funny, man.
And interesting enough, crude goes higher, man. 38.20. We popped about 30 cents on that number initially, yeah. But as we know, that's not always the case that it will maintain. We'll see what happens.
So let's see. Let's get all these numbers here. The live one didn't just give us everything. Let's see what we got here. So, oh, there it is. What's that? Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, so
there we go. There we go.
So the crude 1.215, they're saying now. I wonder if I'm over. Well, we'll find out.
It rounds up to 1.2 too. So that's we're only going 2 decimal points after the million for all intents and purposes. So that's what we'll say.
So
there we go.
Gasoline 1.66 versus a draw. So gasoline. Oh no, that's a draw. Yeah, it's a draw of 1.6 million, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Then you had distilled, a drawdown of 1.3. They thought it was going to be a build of 3. That's positive. Yeah. Bottom line is that we'll see how this shakes out.
Hey, I think you have a message up there. Maybe they're telling you that you won your trophy.
There it is. Let's see. Yep. That's it. Look at that.
The Whisper champion, first place. There we go.
First place. I like it. So you know what we win, folks? Wait till you see this. You're not going to believe it, man. It's like a trophy about this big. But it's perfect.
Do you have it with you, or is it upstairs?
It's at my desk upstairs.
Perfect. We'll bring it down. You got to tune in tomorrow then. We'll have it tomorrow. The funny thing is you sent me, we won one before, right? You sent me a picture of it on your phone.
And I thought it was right?
I thought it was a 12-inch, 14-inch standard size trophy any kid would get in high school or college. No, it's about 3 inches.
The good news is that now all of us Tigers and Tigresses, folks, we have one for gas and one for oil. So
there we go, man. You got to love it. 1.22. Nice work.
Too funny, man. Too funny. Is. So let's take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here. In your program this morning, I heard you talking about Norwegian, folks, Tommy.
Oh, boy.
And, you know, it's really not getting hit that bad for, bottom line is that they're saying, hey, man, this thing, we got to push this out for a much longer period of time before we're going to start letting cruisers go out. So
it makes sense. They probably couldn't even think about selling them. So how are they going to run them?
Yeah, no doubt. So this is suspended. Norwegian Cruise Lines extended the suspension of global cruising through the end of September. I suspect it's going to be longer than that, man.
Yeah, because here's the thing, right? A lot of cruises, and not Norwegian, but Carnival especially, go out of Florida. Florida's spiking.
Right.
It's all but assured that you can't catch everybody. At the time, you don't even show symptoms initially of a temperature. It can have an incubation period of 5 days. You can't let 1,000 people on a cruise ship in the state of Florida right now, especially, let alone some of the other states. So you just can't do it, and they realize that because if it happens again to them, then they're even in worse trouble, right?
Right. And what we're going to see, we're going to get used to different things, folks. So one of the big bars down here that closed right away is Parks and Rec. Now, Parks and Rec, folks, is a really cool place. It's big. It's a half a block. Lots of games. It's your crowd. I mean, it's
Yes, cool happening, nice vibe, good space, totally. Yeah.
And what he's doing, he came out this morning and he says, okay, what we're going to do here, he's doing a 14-day lockdown to start off with. And then what he's doing, he's not going to let anyone in, folks, unless they allow him to take the temperature. Now, that's going to be that is a monster place. I'm glad it's happening, okay?
Yes,
but the bottom line is that, it's very easy to do. They got those guns, you just hit it, and it takes like a split, it takes two or 3 seconds.
And you don't touch. They're touchless, right? Or whatever they call them.
Right.
Yeah, so you're not touching anything. They just scan your forehead with the infrared. Yeah, that's the type of stuff, that the economy can be back open. Hopefully people are either social distancing or wearing masks in there.
Yeah, they're not going to be. The problem with it's good they're taking the temperature. I don't know how the heck you social distance inside a bar.
That's what I don't know. I know.
Even outside. So let's take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here, and you're going to see the dogs are up there again. The difference is that they're down today. Norwegian's down 166, American's off 63, United's off $1.60. You got Carnival off 151, Boeing's down 560. You get Delta off 99 cents. It's not bad, actually. Inside the NDX 100, which is driving the NDX, you got ASML is up 3%. We got, I haven't seen BioMolin for a while. That's up 2.5%. NXPI is up 2%. Taken away from it, United's off 4%. Marriott's down 2.6%. Bookings.com off 2%, and Checkpoint Software is off 1.6%. So inside the Dow Industrials, let's take a look at that Dow there. So inside the Dow, we have nothing heavy, really. Boeing minus 37 points, Goldman 20, Chevron, Chevron 11. Putting juice into it is that you have Home Depot is up, it's up $2, putting 14 points into it. Apple's putting 8. We go over to Home Depot again. This has been, this is at highs, been a strong stock. 259 is the high that was generated on the 10th. And, there's no doubt that the habits that have been changed, will be changed, and all of the above. They'll be out there for a while, man.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Lowe's hit a low of 60 on the dot, man, and you're trading at 135 right now.
Oh yeah, listen, people are putting money into their houses. They're putting pools in. They're buying boats. They're buying RVs.
You buy a grill, right? You buy some type of a backyard.
Right.
Whatever it is. You take better care. You build a lawn. You build, everything you can imagine. You build a deck. There's a lot of things that.
No, there's no doubt.
It makes sense, definitely.
So let's go over and take a look at that gold market. So the gold has just been laying there, folks, since April 7th. What laying there? But the bottom line is consolidation for quite some time. What we've done out here again this morning is that you got back into a low. It did reject the low at 1717. We're at 1732. This is a decent setup. This is a particularly decent setup, folks. You can expect, today is Wednesday, right? Friday is quad witching. I expect some big volatility on Friday, man. We're right next to the highs on the indices. Gold's ready to break. The real question is, which way are they all going to break? And option expiration, we've seen the volatility this week as puts and calls are getting put on. People are trying to get delta neutral. We'll see which way this thing's going to break. Dow's down 50, Nasdaq's up 25, S&Ps are off 8. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 69, Nasdaq's up 23, S&Ps are off 10.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Cakes, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. You can reach Teddy, folks, every trading day at forex-trading-unlock.com. That's forex-trading-unlock.com. Teddy Cakes, what's going on, brother?
Oh, we got a very interesting trading week shaping up, especially since it's kind of last week we segued into this week, I think.
Yes. So, talk to me.
Okay, well, we've been talking about the metals markets and the equities markets and how the dollar has been shaping up, and we left off last week where, remember I said that some of the lesser currency crosses were starting to fall against the dollar, like the dollar was we were looking for a short-term corrective bounce.
Yes.
Well, Thursday, we got it, and we got it in a big way. We had all kinds of buy signals in the dollar versus other currencies. So, and I wrote the book about high probable Japanese candlestick patterns, and we had patterns galore and even more that came off this week. So let me get to where we're going with this. So we had the little rally in the dollar that started last Thursday, okay? Yeah. And it ran into a little trouble on Monday, and it looked like Monday that was when the stock market bottomed out this week,
right.
Okay? And all of a sudden, it started to explode to the upside. Now, you've been in the trading business a long time, and I'll never forget when I first got in the business, I started the CBOE and the equities markets. And one of the old guys told me, I'm like, how do you know, when a market's really overheated? He's like, there's all kinds of mathematical indicators. He's like, but there is one thing you can count on. He's like, if you're going to get your shoes shined or you go to buy a paper or a cup of coffee and you're hearing somebody talk about market advice, that's when you sell.
Right. Right.
It happened yesterday. I heard it from multiple people that are like, we should have gotten in last week. The market's strong. It's bouncing back. We're going to miss this move. Well, we talked about the silver market for now the past month. Remember we had that sell signal a couple weeks ago? Yeah. Well, this week on Monday, we had a head and shoulders formation that now has been confirmed. So that means the silver market, most likely, if bearish signal, double signal is going to come into play, you're going to see a big break in the silver market. Copper looks like like it topped out this week. Okay.
Yeah.
Gold looks like it's about to finally hit support. Okay, so if we get that rotation, okay, with that, and if the equity markets, if this was just a false little head fake rally that's going on, if we take out Monday's low anytime this week, that means we'll do what? We'll have made a lower move low after a lower move high, which is indicative of what? A neutral to lower equity market.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
right.
And that means the reverse is happening for the dollar index. Remember how we were saying for a while for the past month that you can't use the dollar index as your guide because it's too muddled with the majors and the lesser majors, kind of, because there was divergence in these currencies.
Yes.
Not so, not anymore. We broke out of the divergence phase last Thursday, and it'll be proven over the next 2 days if this is going to happen, because we first had the corrective move. Okay, so now we have the new correction off of that, and now we have to see are we going to get follow through, which would mean obviously new higher move highs and higher move lows, and conversely in the other way, which means a change in trend. So if that's the case, you're going to see the euro US dollar bang support probably for the next week and a half. Okay. You're going to see the pound U.S. dollar also fall out of bed once again. The U.S. dollar Swiss, you're going to probably see a very nice rally in that market. And I think one of the keys is the U.S. dollar Canada. Remember, the U.S. dollar Canada had a gap in the market from months ago that it was just hanging, because the Canada was one of the first currencies to really explode when the whole coronavirus hit months ago.
Right.
Okay, and they were the first market to set a range, because I remember us talking 2 months ago. It's like, well, these other currencies are swinging.
Yeah.
Right, when it went up to 146. Correct. And then that was the first currency to basically set a high and then set a low, and then it started to go, in that little sideways kind of a trade.
Sure. But
there was that gap, and we were like, we all know gaps eventually get filled. Well, it filled it last week.
Right.
And now, especially with the way it was trading lower for the past 3 sessions, today's session, if it settles where it's at now or higher on than it is right now, that's a continuation buy signal for a corrective move to the upside. So that means dollar strength versus the Canada. We definitely have it versus the Turkish lira, and the Mexican peso. We had a big breakout to the upside at the end of the week last week. So we set a big bounce there, and then for the euro and the pound, if they continue to hit support over the next 2 days, you're going to see the dollar index do what? It's going to make a higher move high after having made a higher move low. So that's indicative of what? A corrective, not just a correction, but dollar strength. And especially, like I heard you guys talking about triple witching and how there's a resurgence of coronavirus in Florida and a couple other states. We're all living through this, and I feel bad that you guys are now having a resurgence again. So, but if this is the case, is it going to? Are we going to have the same impact in the equity markets like we did back in February, or excuse me, in March and April? I don't think so, but I think that we're definitely going to most likely hit support if the dollar gets a rally, because even the interest rates. Remember, the Fed came out a couple days ago saying they're going to start propping up the corporate bond market.
Yes.
Well, what does that mean to me? All that screams is that they're worried that the corporate debt market's going to implode.
Yeah. Right. It's amazing, Teddy, too, as you go through this, what the dollar had done, this is the, dollar index. It came down to the highs of the lows and just rejected it. Said, okay, man, I'm done. So that's intriguing how you're laying this out, man, because, I can see that index running to 98,800 just on a bounce anyway. So, but that's a big move. We're only at 97,210, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And especially if the stock market starts to hit new lows.
Yeah, no, I can see where you're going with that, man. It's going to be intriguing watching this thing shake out. So I can see, So can we? Let's talk about the euro for a second, right? So So if the dollar goes, bottom line, I see the euro's falling apart too. Interesting, not falling apart, but I can see. If that pulls back to its breakout area, that can pull back to like 109 in a second. Right, interesting.
Very easily.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
And the pound is the other one that really, the volatility has been really tight in that market for over the past few sessions.
Yes.
But the way it's trading right now versus some of the other currencies is showing me that there's a lot of weakness there. Like the dollar's been getting hammered for the past 2 weeks,
right.
And now I think it's not just a profit taking thing. I think we're having a rotation, because just like we said before with silver, if this new sell signal in silver is that big, I mean, a head and shoulders is is a bigger difference than just a bearish engulfing line that took it out the initial signal.
Sure.
You know, the head and shoulders, when they actually do work, that precipitates a big move, you know, and that's if we have that kind of a rotation, the CRB index, if the metals start dropping, if you got a drop in copper and silver, that means what? Industrial production is dropping somewhere.
Yeah, so 1895 down to 17, that's a big move. So what Teddy's saying, folks, you had 1895 at the top, 1712 is the bottom, so we got what? That's about 170 would bring you down to 16, 12, 15. That's
quite a correction.
Yeah, it's a big number. Yeah, well, it brings you down to the breakout area in silver of April 16th, April 6th. Yeah. It's going to be wild, man.
Yeah.
Watching this baby play out, man.
Right, absolutely. Good volatility, I think, no matter what. I mean, think about this. It's the middle of June. We're heading, 4th of July is a month away. We're not going to have sleepy summer days now. I think we're going to have some action.
Very unusual, right? Even in the currency market, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Listen, man, you have a great week, safe week. We look forward to speaking to next Wednesday, Teddy.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow. Dow right now down 44. Nasdaq's up 35. S&P's off 6.5. We'll come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us, and Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam!
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow flat, Nasdaq up 47, S&P's down 2. Bottom line, Tom, we got a flat market out here, man.
Yeah, and crude just jumping back real quick. Some interesting action, man. Actually trading a little bit higher, almost 40 to 50 cents higher on that rise of 1.22, which was more than the market was looking for. But higher prices nonetheless.
Yeah, that's about as deviant as you get too, right?
It is. It is. You
gotta love it, man.
Yeah.
And if we go look at that 10-year, folks, at the 10-year, you're at 0.7%. I mean, the way that I'm looking at notes and bonds right now, folks, is that these things I suspect are going to be sideways for quite some time. You have the Fed bottom line; they're in that market. And it'd be interesting, if we could fast forward a year and a half, 2 years from now, and see if we just have a straight line coming right across.
Yeah.
And that's, I know that sounds insane, folks. Okay, but you're going to manage market. That can happen very easily. That's not a big deal.
I totally agree.
Yeah,
definitely.
There's no doubt about that. It was intriguing talking with Teddy here about this dollar, though.
Yes.
If we get that, I got to watch that like crazy, particularly because he was saying there's a head and shoulders in the silver. Gold, that would be saying that it could take quite a hit, folks, just so you understand what he was actually saying there, You
get that type of move in the dollar, right, that would affect it for sure.
That's right. And actually, the silver didn't have that. The gold didn't have the head and shoulders. The silver does. And it is pretty clear. It's, what this is looking at now. The real question is are you going to have a failure, Meaning...
And hey, this market, man, just since 10:30, we're now up 20 S&P points, man. So we'll see what happens, but volatility for sure.
Volatility's here. We're coming into option expiration, quad witching, all of the above. You got to love it. Stay right there, folks. We got Think or Swim coming up next. And I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Look at him, folks.